Is your hair dry no matter what you use? Then it's probably not the products that's the issue. It's probably your routine. Hi, I'm Bree. I'm a natural hair care product formulator, and I simplify hair care so you can build a routine without the confusion. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about how to build a moisture routine for maximum moisture. So step one, you're going to need a clarifying shampoo. And I know it sounds kind of contradictory. You need moisture, but you need to clarify. But let me break it down for you. A clarifying shampoo should only be used one time a month. And also the reason why it's important to your routine is clarifying shampoos deeply cleanse and get rid of product buildup, gel, oils, heavy butters, creams, and it gets all of that off of your hair shaft. And the reason why that's important is because a lot of those products tend to build up a film over your hair. When there's a film over your hair, it makes it hard for any moisture to get into your hair. So regardless if you shampoo your hair with just regular shampoo, it's not going to give your hair as deep of a clean as a clarifying shampoo. So giving your hair that fresh reset one time a month is really gonna allow all your other products to do its job of moisturizing your hair. So you're probably thinking, okay, so I wash my hair more than one time a month. What do I use for the other weeks? So you can either use a gentle cleansing shampoo for the other weeks, or you could use a moisturizing shampoo. So weekly, I use my Botanical Strength shampoo. So this shampoo is gentle enough to be used weekly, and it's gentle enough to give your hair a nice cleanse without stripping your hair. Or you could use a moisturizing shampoo for the other weeks. So completely up to you. But just make sure you use your clarifying shampoo no more than once a month if you have curly to afro textured hair. If you have straight hair, you can get away with using it more often if your hair is really oily. The next step that I recommend is getting a moisturizing conditioner. A moisturizing conditioner's role is to replenish moisture and hydration back into the hair. And a lot of people do detangle at this step. I use the Botanical Moisture Conditioner, but if you're looking for a conditioner, just make sure it says moisture in the description, okay? The next thing that I do is I use a deep conditioner. This is the Soultanicals Holy Henna Healing Hair Antenna Deep Conditioning Caramel Gloss. That is a mouthful. But yeah, so this is a very moisturizing deep conditioner, and I'll leave deep conditioners in my hair anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes. If you really want to intensify it, you can apply heat by putting like a plastic cap. If you have a hooded dryer, sit under one. Or I have this is really old, but I have one of these. It's from the company Golden Hot, and you basically put it on top of your head, and then you put your blow dryer at the bottom, and then it kind of simulates a hooded dryer. So if you want it, these are like really cheap, so you can probably get these on Amazon or Sally Beauty, or you can check with your local beauty supply if you want to add heat. But if you really want to simplify your routine to have the least amount of products as possible, you could definitely skip the conditioner after you shampoo and go straight into deep conditioning. Sometimes I do that, but for me, I'm just so used to doing all the steps. I usually do both. And this is also an optional step. I would highly recommend this if you have really, really dry hair, to wet your hair and add some conditioner to your hair before you shampoo. That way it can really make your hair a lot more manageable before you add shampoo, because shampoos are cleansing and they can be a little drying. So having conditioner to coat your hair as like a pre-shampoo can help make your hair easier to detangle and to reduce the stripping effects that some shampoos can have on the hair. I just really like the way that my hair feels when I do this. It really makes my hair feel super manageable, and it adds so much slip to my hair so that by the time I shampoo, everything just glides out and my hair feels amazing. But again, if you really want to simplify your routine, you could totally skip this step, but this is also an optional thing to do. You don't need to buy a pre-poo. You could just use your conditioner that you have available to you before you shampoo your hair. Okay, so after you have shampooed and conditioned your hair, the next thing you're going to want to do after you rinse out your conditioner is you're going to get a leave-in conditioner. So I use my hydrating leave-in conditioner from my line, and you're going to want to get one that either says hydrating or moisturizing, again, on the title, especially if you have dry hair. So mine has marshmallow root in it, which is really great for detangling. With my hair type, my hair can get tangled very easily. So having detangling ingredients in there is really important for me. And I also, it has, shea butter. Shea butter is really great for my kind of hair. because it's really moisturizing, and it also has like oils in it as well. So make sure you go over the ingredient list for whatever leave-in conditioner you are going to choose. Make sure that it does talk about moisture, make sure there's some oils in there, and make sure that it does also, if it can say that it does help with detangling, if those are things that you're looking for. So I'm talking a lot about moisture in this video, but if you have really weak hair and your hair needs strength, make sure some of your products also mention proteins. So for example, my shampoo had rice protein, vegetable keratin, and wheat protein. This shampoo gives me the strengthening properties that I need, while this conditioner moisturizes my hair. So if you really want to make sure your hair is strong, and if you're dealing with a lot of shedding and breakage, make sure one of your products in your routine has some protein in there to replenish. Or I would say, if you're going to do a deep conditioner and having weak, brittle hair that breaks off easily, I would say look for one that has some protein in it. And just make sure that when you apply your leave-in conditioner, apply it to damp hair. This is where I like to detangle. I like to finger detangle my hair, and just basically finger rake the leave-in conditioner throughout my hair. And then depending on your hair type, you can stop here. If you have 3A or 3B hair, usually you can get away with just leaving just a leave-in and going about your day, and that'll last you all week until your next wash day. But if you have thicker hair like mine, or a tighter curl pattern, you're gonna need an additional thing to go on top to really lock in to make your hair last longer. Because this for me is just a moisturizer, and then this is really my true styling product because it's a gel and it really further defines my hair. And then it also adds some hold, because gel, you know, leaves a little bit of a cast, and it keeps the curls in place and helps my hair last for the whole week. So I use the Wetline Extreme Gel. So if you do look into my products, this gel is pretty compatible with this leave-in conditioner. So yeah, so I like to use these two together, and that's what I have in my hair for this current wash and go. So that is all for today's video. If you have type 4 hair and you're trying to actually see this in action, I have a full wash and go routine on my channel where I walk you through everything step by step. Go watch that next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.